Maybe Rex.
Stanley had never seen the office this brightly lit. Was it a sign of something? He hoped it was. He hoped very much that it was.
I hope it's a sign of something as well, because I want to see something different.
Stanley clicked on literally every single door in the office because he doesn't pick up well on cues from his environment.
I wonder if there's very many other ones left. What was that door you kept telling me to click on? 418? It says 418 right there. Oh, 430.
Oh, please. Are you really just doing this for the achievement? Click a door 5 times. Is that all that you think an achievement is worth? No. I can't just give these merits away for such little effort. A measly 5 clicks. Now, suppose you were to click the door 20 times. I would say that's the kind of effort that warrants recognition.
Okay.
I have to say, I'm still not feeling the satisfaction of witnessing true effort for a noble cause. Perhaps 50 clicks will do it. Yes, almost certainly.
Hey,
50
hey, narrator, you don't understand what you're getting into with this man. I've played Cookie Clicker and Clicker Heroes, and also Clicker Heroes again on my iPhone. And started over several times.
I'm still not feeling it. I want this achievement to have meant something. It has to be a true reward for valiant effort. I want to see some hustle, Stanley. I want to see commitment, a willingness to go all the way, no matter what the cost. Why don't you go put 20 clicks into door number 417?
Okay. That one's, over this way.
Oh, great.
6,
Now,
7.
go click a few times on door
What?
437.
I wasn't done yet. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Just a couple extra for good measure. I said, what, 37? What did he say? That's where all the coworkers went? I sent them off to click things. Was something that ended in a 7. 437? I don't even know where that is. Oh.
Excellent. I think we're getting somewhere. Now, door 415. Let's give it 10 clicks or so.
Sure. Sounds like a good door.
Now, back to door number 437.
You're not even letting me finish.
Let's see. How about you click on, well, I don't know, the copy machine?
Yeah, that sounds good.
All right, back to room 417. I'm really feeling it now. I think we're getting somewhere.
Ask the line what it thinks. Spec Ops the line.
Okay, now go climb on employee 419's desk.
Can I do that?
Yes! This is great! You're putting it all on the line, Stanley. I like that. All right, let's keep it up. Go give me a few clicks on door 416.
Okay.
We've almost got it! Now the copy machine, do that one again!
He's so freaking excited about this.
Finish it off, Stanley! 5 clicks on door, 4, 3, Yes! We did it! Oh, wow. That felt amazing.
That was creepy.
Oh, you really earned it, Stanley. Nothing could hold you back. Yes, I'm very proud of how far we've come today. Just think, only a few minutes ago you believed an achievement was worth 5 little clicks. Really now, what were you thinking?
Yeah? No, I don't know. I don't know. I don't even know what's left to do at this point. Figure out how to solve the exploding bomb? Get out that window behind you? I don't think you meant that window. You meant the window in here. No, none of the windows seem to let me do anything. Oh yeah, I got one more thing I can do still that I know about.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Have to climb on the desk to get out the window? Wasn't it like nowhere near me?
It was okay.
Was it? Tell me more. Tell me more, I'll wait. Is that all you got? It was okay?
Yes. Really, really worth it being here in the room.
Oh.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Oh, well, look who's got cold feet. Sorry to break it to you, Stanley, but that lift isn't coming back. You'd best either get comfortable right here on this platform, or test your luck by jumping to the floor below.
Okay.
You know what? Looking at it now, it's not that far to the bottom floor. I bet you can make it.
Really? I don't trust you.
Come on.
Trying to get
I'm
me
sure
killed.
you'll survive the jump. Don't tell me you're scared. That's not the Stanley I know. Do it! Do it! Do it! Do it! Do it! Do it! Do it!
Oh, wait. Got anything else? Oh, I'm gonna get a penalty. I've already jumped, though. I want to get out that door. You drive the forklift for a while. Really, you're gonna leave me hanging like that, huh? Alright, I'll try and land on the cardboard boxes. Those will break my fall, right? Pretty sure that'll work.
Whoops. Looks like I was wrong.
Rude!
How clumsy of me.
I almost thought I could have gotten over to that bookcase, actually.
I can't wait to tell this story to my co-workers, Stanley thought. How amusing they'll find it. Oh, won't we all just laugh and laugh at the time I thought everyone had gone missing.
So somehow I jump from this to the window? Is that what you're saying? It's not... You don't jump. There's no jumping in this game. You said the first room, didn't you? Alright, let me turn the computer off. Oh, right here.
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Alright, what's the path to get me up then? Doesn't look like there's any way up.
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
Now, if I could just drag boxes around, this would be easy. From the plant to the desk. Oh. It won't let me step on the plant now, even though I was just doing that before. Remember I was making that weird sound with my foot? I can't get up. Did it decide I'm not allowed for some reason? That's peculiar.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
What the hell?
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers. Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor...
So I guess just randomly, the plant is collidable or not. I don't know quite why.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Oh. Okay. Oh, okay. Now I've got to go around this edge then. No. Oh. This is intended for me to do?
At first, Stanley
Holy
assumed
shit.
he'd broken the map until he heard this narration and realized it was part of the game's design all along. He then praised the game for its insightful and witty commentary into the nature of video game structure and its examination of structural narrative tropes. So, now that you're here, what do you think? Isn't this a fun and unique place to be? Why don't we take a minute just to drink it all in? Okay, I'm over it now. What do you think? Are you sick of this gag yet?
No.
Ah, then in that case we'll continue. But now, here comes the real question. What do you think would have happened if you had told me that you wanted this to stop? Do you think it would have been particularly different? Would I have taken the same idea but rephrased it superficially to fit that answer? Perhaps you never would even have thought of it if I hadn't brought up the issue in the first place. Oh, now think about it. Will it be worth it for you to restart and then come back here just to do the other option? Clearly, this whole gag takes some time. What if the other option is even longer? How long will you spend in total just to have heard all the narration? Oh, and this is rich. Perhaps you've just played the other option, and now you've come to see what happens in this one. So, what do you think? Which choice was the better one? Imagine if you had selected Continue on your first playthrough, how tantalizing it would be not knowing what happens when you pick the other option. Indeed, you are one of the lucky ones. Though if the other option is really miserable to listen to, then perhaps you're not. In fact, I'm just going to say that no one who's listening to this is lucky. Well now, I've built up the other options so much that I'm going to stop talking and leave you to your decision whether to come back here, continue with the game, or just sit in this spot forever and ever. Cheers.
No. It's too bad they didn't put more into this area. I would have kind of enjoyed if they could have made a bit of a spoof out of being out of bounds and where that could let you go. Seems like a really big missed opportunity, actually. So, does this ever advance, or I think we're done? And now we're forced to stand here looking at the sign that says, "Are you sick of this gag?"
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. At first, Stanley assumed he'd broken the map, until he heard this narration and realized it was part of the game's design all along. He then praised the game for its insightful and witty commentary into the nature of video game structure and its examination of structural narrative tropes. So, now that you're here, what do you think? Isn't this a fun and unique place to be? Why don't we take a minute just to drink it all in? Okay, I'm over it now. What do you think? Are you sick of this gag yet? Well, I don't know how to say this politely, but you could literally just hit escape and restart the game any old time you want, like right now. You could have done it just then. Now would also be an appropriate time to quit. Any of these points and so many, many more, all of them are appropriate. I'm enjoying what seems to be an internal conflict going on where you are literally unable to act on your own desires to restart the game. So, just to push the envelope, I'm going to try and make this as miserable as possible and see how long you can maintain. There once was a man named Stanley, who people considered so manly. But the truth must be told, he was not very old and was quite particularly gangly. What Stanley liked most was buttons. He pushed them like some kind of glutton. He did it all day in a meaningful way, but his brain had long ceased to function. Which is why he is in this parable and lives an existence quite terrible. And if you are not strong and keep playing along, you too will become quite unbearable. Yes. You too will become quite unbearable.
I like it. I think it's a fine song. Oh, I was singing along for a bit there. Maybe it wasn't loud enough. Okay. It melted, now what? Oh, I guess that's all. You keep saying type face punch. I see you typing it, but I don't have the console, and... Oh, okay. It still works anyway. What are we looking at there? Just applies a texture to nothing? Alright. Alright.
But Stanley simply couldn't handle the pressure. What if he had to make a decision? What if a crucial outcome fell under his...
I want there to be more to this area. Alright, it's time. Tell me the places I haven't been. And let's go make friends.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
One more easy ending. Think you can jump on a truck. You're entering the boss's office, back out of the door before it closes. Oh, sweet. No, I haven't done that. That sounds like right up my alley. I wish I had thought of that, actually. This is different.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Maybe we're never going to get into some of these rooms. I want to look around.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Hoping he might coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
I know it's not this door, but thought I'd try my luck there as well. I don't know where the trigger is.
Step.
Oh, it changes the text on this wall. Is this actually broken, or... They usually know what's up, so... Back outside his office. Okay. Wait, but I can't go back all the way, right? This... The first door I thought shuts when you make the decision left or right. No, maybe it's open again. Oh, it's open again. Don't know why I was surprised by that. Changed my mind at the last second. Oh. Somebody must have felt very proud of themselves for figuring that one out. You are now leaving. Okay. Escape pod bay, floor 760. I get my own escape pod. That sounds pretty sweet. Took me with a portal gun on the way out, too. Yeah, it's fine, chat. I'm not worried too much about it. Like, I figured out how to do the rest of the game pretty much with no guidance. What do you think I got, like, 95% of the endings without any help? I think I did okay. Oh, let's go up. Goes up quite far. I did type face punch like 4 times. Didn't you see all the textures everywhere? All right. He didn't seem too impressed. What was there to be impressed about, out of curiosity, when I typed face punch? It just put textures on all the walls. Oh, it deloaded. Oh, hello. Escape pod. Wait. Oh, it's loading. Oh. What? Is that all? Or are we still in the same ending?
Just a step through this door, Stanley thought to himself. That's all I need. If I can make it through this door, I can make it through them all. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
I guess that was the actual ending, then. I can type all 8s. Okay.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors...
I'm actually quite sad that this is about to end. I could still do the baby one.
Yet there was not a single
though.
person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Hope coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
What's up with the bathroom? There was just, like, nothing there.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. What could it mean, he wondered? Desperate for answers, he began turning the room over looking for clues that might unravel the situation. Until at last,
I got an
he
achievement.
discovered a keypad behind the boss's desk. But alas, no code. For this keypad guarded the terrible secret that lay buried below his feet. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
Hit it 10 times?
Stanley simply began entering random codes into the keypad, knowing full well the sheer statistical unlikelihood that this would ever result in a correct combination. If he knew that the combo was 2845, it would be another story entirely. But no, this is what he would 2845. Forgot, but it turns out that the panel's emergency override kicked in, and the door just opened all by itself. And Stanley got the hell along with the story. Well, whoop-de-doo.
Whoop-de-doo, Basil. What does it all mean? I'm gonna press more 8s. 8s are pretty great. Whoa! Oh, I thought I pressed a 7 there for a second. I got a little crazy.
8.
Why does it say 8 sometimes? Yeah, I heard about the demo. Apparently it's very different. Okay, I think that's all that's gonna happen here. 8. So there's not a way to do the explosion ending and then not die at the end? I figured there was some way that you could, like, stop the thing from going off, maybe. Who's up there? Can't quite see. That's the game if you don't want to enable console. Right. Alright, I'm happy with what I have. 8. Oh, look. Nobody thought you'd look up. They never look up. Should have put something under it. Every button here is to mess with you, just like you said. Oh, it's the pages again.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I wish this meant something. Just randomly see one of these, like, the pages run, and then it means one of the certain doors will open that wouldn't normally open. That would be super cool.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Okay, I think I'm done with the Stanley Parable. I feel like we've seen all the things that I want to see. I know there's dev console stuff that I can mess with. I'm good for now on that. I know that there's a demo. I'm good on that right now. But I am interested in knowing maybe what those are in the future. So yeah, thanks for hanging out for Stanley Parable. It was super fun, and I really, really am glad that I played this. I don't know why it took me this long. I will absolutely be recommending that anybody that I know that hasn't played this now will.
Stanley stood for a long time in one spot.
That's what I did.
It's part of a game. He likes to see how long he can go without dying. So far, he's doing excellent.
I've never heard this yet.
Right where he is, I'm sure he'll keep up that good momentum. Let's observe the genius at work.